Oh hi! So we're playing Craft to Exile 2. This is essentially what would happen if Minecraft met Diablo and Path of Exile at a bar and things got weird and eventually somehow a baby was born. This is going to be a play together series so you can follow each and every step along with me. Hey buddy! Hit the like button, subscribe, and enjoy. So, first things first, I'm gonna open up the quest book just to grab a couple of stuff, and you can do the same thing if you're playing with me. Number one, once we've added our backpack, I'm gonna open up my little GUI, and you can see there's a couple of stuff here. We've got the library, characters, salvaging, features, stats, classes, spell hotbar, talents, and jewels. Right now, I'm gonna pick my class, and there's a vast variety of classes you can pick. There's the rogue, the mage, your sword and shield, so it can be a barbarian or a paladin, whichever one you want to choose. We've got the necromancer, we've got the bard, and we've got essentially a totem master from what I can see here. And everyone's favorite, the bow user, the ranger, the hunter, whatever you want to call it. Everyone normally goes ranger. I am going to go rogue. So I'm going to learn up piercing dagger, and we're going to add into dexterity and apply this to our spell hotbar, which will assign it a key. And once we have our weapon, we'll be able to do what we need to do. Now, here's the big thing about this particular mod pack is our talent tree looks like this. So essentially, since we are going to be doing a rogue style playthrough, I'm going to go dagger, and I am going to go more physical damage, and we're going to try and get to attack speed and draw speed. So this is going to essentially be our whole talent tree. Don't get scared. I know it's big. So we've got our little quest book, and this is going to essentially tell us how to play the game. If you do want to play the game yourself, download the Curse Forge launcher. Download the Curse Forge launcher. Look for Craft to Exile 2 and simply install. Right, now we're going to get ourselves a wallet. Next, we're going to get character stats. And you can pause this at any point in time in your playthrough just to see what this is. Or just download it and give it a read yourself. Party play and land claiming. So essentially, if you don't want creepers blowing up your land, you'll use a golden hoe to claim that area. Here's the talent tree. You can go right through that. Each level grants you 1 talent point, which is what we want. And then the rest of everything, characters, so you can play multiple characters on the same realm. Salvaging, which lets you turn items you don't want into something cool. Classes, so you can specialize in 2 classes at the same time. I am going to be trying to go a ranger rogue, because why not? Jewels, once we can access that in the talent tree, we'll be able to socket jewels. And then additionally, we have some professions. Our first weapon is going to be a dagger, since we are going to be doing that. Now, gear stats souls work like this. I'm going to take this, and I'm going to right-click on an open vanilla-based dagger, and it is essentially going to put some prefixes and affixes to the weapon. I'm going to put my wallet there, and I'm just going to deal with this one. Oh! I already got a trident drop from that. If we were using a trident, this would be great. +6 to area of effect. Beautiful. Now that we've leveled up, I'm going to put some into dexterity here. I'm going to go back to my classes, and I think we're going to go with a piercing dagger. And just go like that. So it's going to be a throwing dagger rogue from what I can see. I really hope I didn't hit the cat there. Perfect. And now we're going to slay out our first zombie. This is going to be great. We have a rattlesnake rattle. Beautiful. Now this bow might come in handy for later. So we might be doing that. I'm going to open up my backpack. And unfortunately, some keys are bound to certain things. So if you see me open up the store, that's just how it is. You can go and set your key bindings to whatever you need. I am going to keep struggling like that. Now, the other thing that you can do is if you hold the H button, you've got a whole wheel of things that you can use here. We're going to access the wallet, and I'm just going to store my coins. And now essentially, this is where the game begins. When you spawn, you'll spawn in a village. So I'm already just going to make sure we set a spawn point here and just have a look. The map is pretty huge. You can see there's our little... Wait a minute. This is an abandoned town. That's what this one is. Yeah, that looks pretty abandoned. I keep my dagger out. Now, this is essentially what you want to do because you can only cast your skills when you have your weapon in your main hand. Doesn't look like anyone's here, so I'm gonna grab this chest. Ooh, and our first piece of armor. Spell trap damage. Unfortunately, we don't use any spell traps, so that doesn't help. Alright, I know it's light, but regardless. And we can at least still do that. That will sort out our quest for that. And now we've got all these things. So first, we have some support gems. These you can slot into your skills to further add extra things for your spells. So I would like some burn chance. That would be great. And then we've got augment gems. So augments essentially give you a little bit of buff to your passive. So we want energy regeneration since we're not going to be doing any mana. And you do have a class reset potion just in case you're not feeling your class. Next, we're going to suit up. So essentially, this is where your armor is going to dictate a lot of how your character works and your class. Plate and heavy armor is for your melee classes as well as your bulky classes. Leather helmet is more for your swift classes, and then cloth is for your mage type classes. We're going to go with leather. So I'm just going to grab a whole bunch of leather here, and we are going to get a skeleton spawn egg. Just to test out the water, I'm going to put those there. I do have a better helmet there because of the 3% health and nothing else. We did level up, so I'm going to make sure. I would like to get double strike, so I'm going to get that. I'm going to make sure that my spell hotbar is sorted. So double strike there, piercing strike, and C does have a bit of a bind, but it's okay. We can see our dagger pierce the heart of the enemy. Speaking of piercing the heart of the enemy, let's get the skeleton spawned and deal with it promptly. Oh, I missed that. How nice. Beautiful. Efficiency 3 iron pickaxe. Lovely. Right, here you go. And that is our... Ooh, I missed my dagger. That's great. Luckily, you could still use it as a plain old Minecraft weapon by swinging it, and you'll be able to murder anything in your path. Beautiful. We've also got blocking. Now, your shield is for your bulky classes, your strength classes, so this is for your barbarian or your paladin. Your tome is more for your swift classes, which is the one we're going to be picking. Not picking. Your tome is more for your mage classes, and then your totem is for your swift classes. We're going to be getting our totem, and that is going to give us a couple of extra stuff. So you can see there, gear defense. Not too much, but gear defense will work. Nighttime is soon approaching, which is essentially what we want, because we're going to be farming. That's what we're going to be doing. Gems and runes. So there is a runeword system, which I will go through now. So if we go through here, into library, down to runewords, there's a lot of runewords we can use. You can go through it, but we are eventually going to go through and find ourselves a runeword eventually for some socketed items. Waystones, if we can find one, would be great. We've luckily killed the skeleton. We also get heart containers, and that solves your prologue. Now, I am going to get a bow because we are going to be multi-classing. So I'm going to make sure that I have my bow there. And that's going to sort that. I'm going to grab the heart container as well. You must perish. You must perish. Thank you. Sorry about that. But you must perish. I'm here to level. Perfect. Let's just get our inventory sorted. I am going to take the augment gem, and we are going to socket that. I do want to see we have leveled, so 2 points into dexterity. I don't want to be standing too still. Luckily, we've hit level 5, so I am going to go into attack speed and energy regen for this, which is going to help us quite a bit. Now, the other cross class I'm going to do is we are going to go trap ranger. And the reason for that is we are going to be essentially going through very tough times indeed. And because we're going to go through tough times, I would like zombies and skeletons to walk into traps. So we're going to level up, and then we're going to cross spec very early on. And I'm going to go for more attack speed, more attack speed, more attack speed. And we could go some ailment damage here, but the physical damage would be great. Going to our spell hotbar, we do now have an open slot for a support gem, and I am going to go with the burn chance. So that's great, as well as adding the energy regen to our augment bars. And that essentially means we're going to be balling for a bit, and now I'm going to go look for trouble. Oh, there's a husk. And he dodged. By the way, there's a dodge mechanic. So not only can you use it, but so can enemies. Lovely, right? Since we completed the prologue, we are on Act 1, and basically we got to slay 5 zombies and slay 5 skeletons. So we're going to try and do that. Whoa! Okay, well, we found something big. And I can hear the skeleton behind me. Now we are going to be in a little bit of danger here. Since we are a class that doesn't like being on the forefront of things. Come here. How do you do? Alright, we've leveled up. This is exactly what I wanted. Alright, I would like to finish out this quest first before we continue. There's that bleed chance we were talking about. How that skeleton is still standing, I don't understand, but sure. That was a one-tap kill, if I've ever seen one. And we found a ring. Rings give us a little bit of stats as well. I'm going to put that, and we've got some skill damage on that. That's actually way better than I had expected. That's a big old palace, huh? We'll eventually go in there. Alright, perfect. How's our quest going? 2 more zombies, let's go. Oh, zombies! Okay, I see a zombie in the distance running towards something. What is he running towards? Oh! He saw the spider and decided, I'm gonna ride that. Oh, how hard is it to find a zombie? Not you. We're picking up... Ooh, level 7 though. But that's good, we found a rare totem. That is going to help us. +1 to range skills. Oh! Oh, yes. Here you are. That's probably not smart on your part there, sir, but sure. There we are. Right. We have essentially completed that quest. There's no space for me to sleep here. Let's get to daytime. You're in my spot. Thank you. Beautiful. Perfect. And the other golem is dead too. Well, at least we got iron, right? I am going to add into dexterity. Now I want to cross skill here. And I am going to go spell traps. So, could you... I'm trying to explain. Spell hotbar, fire trap. Now the reason I'm doing this is because this fire trap is actually ridiculously strong. If I put it down like this, it throws out this particular trap. And if something walks into it, they essentially blow up. It's one of the strongest skills in Craft to Exile if you want to go that route. I am going to go and continue to put in some passive points here. And I'm going to go with some attack speed. And I would like to go more physical damage. So I'm going to be doing that. And let's have a look at our inventory here. Now, as you go through the game, you are going to need to repair your items. And they work a little bit different in Craft to Exile. I'm going to go to my salvaging, and I'm essentially just going to auto-salvage anything that is common. Now, this only works when you drop it and pick it up. So I'm going to drop this. The things I just don't need at the moment. And when you walk over it, you will get this common stone. You'll take the common stone and you'll right click on your items and boom, you have fixed it. We do need to find ourselves a new spot. The desert is not good, although I would like to explore that particular place. Let's go look, shall we? What would a first video be without some leveling we shouldn't be doing? We've completed Act 1, the training arc, and I will explain the gateways momentarily, but we've got some Orb of Infinities, Sharpening Stones, and a Quiver. The Quiver I am going to equip since we are going to be using a bow later on. So I'm just going to put that on the belt. Go back to my quests, and we are going to get the favor done. So how favor works is the more monsters you kill and the more chests you loot, the higher your favor goes. The more magic funds you get, the higher tier items you will get. So you really don't want to be dying because you lose 500 of that. Rough, huh? Let's make our way over to that. Okay, I'm gonna grab at least some building stuff, and this is where the Minecraft part of it comes. Alright, perfect. I see that skeleton down there. Whoo, boy. Okay, not terrible. I just don't have enough backpack space. So, goes of finding, quick charge, some stones, there's some potions of slowness. I'm actually going to get rid of these bows we just simply don't need right now. And try and clear up some inventory space. Golden apple, and we've got trouble. Does that man have netherite armor? That man has netherite armor and a netherite hoe. Ow! And then it doesn't drop any of it. That's a problem. There's that. There's that spell trap I was talking about. Come on. Oh boy. Hey, buddy. Ah! Well, I deserve that. Okay, you understand why I said we shouldn't be going there when the stew is sus. Alright. Sure. Whatever you say. Perfect. Let's go find ourselves a proper abode. Somewhere. Is that a better abode? I sincerely hope so. Nope. These are pillagers. This is a pillager mansion. This is not where we want to be. We do have to slay out some of them. Eventually. Are you really going to do this, my friend? Seems like it. Yeah, you just, you know, perish there. Although, I did see something I want here. There we go. An amulet. Beautiful. That's actually really handy. From the one pillager we slain. 2 health regen, 3 energy on hit, plus 5% fire damage. You know what? I will. And away we go. Hoping to find... We found a much more suitable village to live in. Beautiful. Let's make our abode here. And then we'll move on from that. I'm here to defend the village from madness, apparently. That's why those traps work so well when I sleep under the stars. Thank you. Beautiful. All right. We'll finally make something happen here. Oh dear. Oh no, we've made enemies of the villager. Buddy. By the way, if you happen to whack the villagers, they will attack you. These villagers throw hands. The dodging is insane when you throw daggers and they dodge everything. Perfect, but not really what we want. I will take the common stones. Beautiful. Like I said, be mindful. Oh boy, right. It is close to one of these. Okay, well.
Let's do it then.
Ow! Right, there we go. So, I'm going to just fill up the quiver with what we need. I'm going to grab some of this, and I'm going to fix up our equipment. Beautiful. And I'm going to put away what we just simply don't need besides the standard things. Right. So, we've got ourselves a base now. We have a reset point. We do have a potential problem over there. Our first main quest, though, however, is to deal with some witches. Now, there's a disturbance in the air, and I am going to show you these little gateway portals. Now, we kind of want to do this away from the village. I don't want to end up wiping this village from the face of the earth. Although I do believe those guys are probably going to do it eventually. Alright, I wouldn't say this is exactly safe and open, but we're going to do it. So, when you have one of these gateways and you do that, it's going to start opening stuff. Now, what I like to do is, I like to place some traps around everywhere and deal with it like this. And these portals generally give you quite a bit of loot, which you will need for your early game advancement. Come, big boy. What you got? Nothing? Yeah, that's what I thought. Now we're hoping for some sweet loot drops, which is going to be highly doubtful, but sure. What you got? Nothing? Oh! I got double whammied! Yeah, some of these guys have got fishing rods, and they will do weird, wonderful things to you. So be careful about that. You don't want to be caught with a fishing rod. Come on, here we go. And this is also a great way to level up. If you want to level up early, this is how you do it. What you got? Nothing? Yeah, that's what I thought. You see how well those spell traps work? That's what you want to see. Enemy is one. Where's the enemy? Where are you? Oh, there you are. Ow. Come on! Okay, there we go. That was close. You do have a timer. You do have a timer, so be mindful of that. When you do these rifts, you do have a timer. Okay, I'm just gonna make sure I can get all of this sorted. Right, we should be safe. We should be safe. Haha! Come on. What you got? The fact that you could dodge my dagger is upsetting. And bullseye. No mega lucky drops, unfortunately. However, quite a bit of nice loot for this. So let's see, what do we have? Ooh, 19 poison chance. I like that, so I am going to put that into that. We have a nice ring that's going to give us plus 7% magic find, so that's great. Ooh, plus 5 energy. Unfortunately, we don't have the strength to use that. This is plus 6 mana on kill, but it's the lightning resistance and the more lightning resistance that I want. So the uncommon or the common ring goes, and for its services, it'll get broken down to that. Repair the armor and claim our quest. Beautiful. Now we have a witch gateway. And this is essentially where a lot of the other weapons come from. So you got yourself some critical daggers, you got critical spear, and scorched hammer. So all of these things essentially do a lot of cool other stuff. So have a look at the stuff you want to do with. That's 13 weapon damage. This is actually better than this. This is 45 plus 45% attack speed and fire damage. However, this gives me weapon accuracy, and it's got that. So I'm going to say this one is actually pretty much better. Oh, hello. You come and set your scent. Okay, dealt with that real quick. That was one of the things we needed to do, was to deal with a witch. Hey, buddy. Excuse you. What is happening over here? It might not be the ideal spot, but I'm just gonna accept it at this point. Give me that. All right. And oh, no, you don't. Or maybe you do. You actually just need to die, please. There we go. Yeah, water might not have been the best idea for this. Oh boy. Not the best idea. Okay. I've just poisoned, but also they love to drop some weird stuff. Drop that backpack! Never mind. Uh-oh. I'm in big trouble here. My health! A level up would be really great now. There we go. Love to see it. That's the only drawback with this particular class. The damage is not always there. I forget I can actually swing. Oh no. Oops. Oh well, that's just gonna stay there. Gotcha. There we go. Beautiful. Woohoo! And our favor is up to epic. Ow! Stop it! No! Stop it! No! I'm poisoned for like 20 seconds. Are you serious? That's insanity. But we have a nice dagger and we found a legendary stone. These are rare. So that's just fantastic. Alright. Now we do get to choose. We can add some nice things over here. So I'm gonna clear this out. Or did the poison finally stop? Is that a thing that happened? Did the poison finally stop? And I think I'm actually just gonna go with some lightning damage for the spell traps, because I think it'll add some really fun little spell effects if we do that. I am gonna go with another level in piercing dagger and more attack speed, and then I'm also going to, we've got 7 points here, so more physical damage. We do want to get to like a game-changing talent eventually, so faster projectiles would be nice. Augment effect would not be that great at the moment. Less damage over time, but we get damage over time life steal. We want to get to energy claws as well. There's some dodge rating per magic shield. That's not where we want to be. We want to go over here. More ailment damage. This would be great to go down to, because there's a lot of dagger stuff here. So I'm going to be building down towards that. Perfect. And then we'll build into this particular tree. Now, we don't need the mana on hit. I'm going to ignore that. But we want to get down to here. Critical strike damage would be great to have, honestly. And then we can always build up to this end here. But we'll build to where we need to and then go from there. There's a lot of dagger damage. And there's some lightning damage. And we can do some spell lifesteal and stuff like that. That's where we want to go with this build. I know there's a better dagger in terms of damage, but I also want to save this for when we get diamonds. This particular one, the uncommon, might be really good. So instead, what I'm going to do is have a look in my bag, because I forgot to put everything else in there. Ha 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 ha. Now this might be a little dangerous to do, but we're going to take this chemical X and try and mutate a skeleton. And that is going to make a pretty big skeleton and probably a problem for us. But I believe in our skills. So there's that. Aha! Speaking of, hey buddy. Okay, so now we gotta be careful, because that's what happens. Man's becomes a god. Ow! There we go, beautiful. Ow. My face hole. But that's it. That's the mutant skeleton. That has sorted that problem out for us. Alright, perfect. Oh boy. Here they all come. What was that? Couldn't hear you over the sound of you erring. Oh my goodness, isn't that a big spider? Is there a musical backpack somewhere here? There's a musical backpack somewhere here. There you are. Come here. Did you drop the backpack? I don't think you did. Ow! There we go. Can I go inside now? I'd like to sleep, please. Men not rest now. Monsters are nearby. What are you talking about? That is gonna have to do it for this episode. I hope you guys did enjoy that. If you do, consider hitting the like button. Subscribe for more of this. This will be in a guided playthrough format. If you have any tips or tricks you'd like to know about, or if you have any tips and tricks for me, let me know in the comment section. And until next time, make sure you got some traps set in your house. Okay. Hey, Pepper. Oh, are you scared? Pepper looks fine. What about you guys?